What's going on, y'all? What's up? So I wasn't planning on streaming for really a whole big deal of any kind, but I did want to cover something real quick, just for people who was looking to do some things with their content. I'm not going to say I'm an expert or a professional by any stretch of the means, but I figured I'd put this here for whoever it could be useful for. So what I'm looking at right now, this is the oh, what's going on, Nemo? I just see you right there. What's up with you? What I'm looking at right now is the Warship Legends Contributor Media Kit. So let me swing that over where you can see it. There it is. I'll move myself out the way. Boom. So this media kit is a. Let me see. Do I have this I can put in there? Just drop that link in there. Hopefully that works for people if they look back and watch it. But what this kit allows you to do is go into the development tools that the makers of the Warships game use to give their content creators different tools they can use for making YouTube videos. If you do Instagram posts, Twitter posts, whatever content you're trying to put out there, you got these things in the toolkit you can use. So just to look through some of these, we got icons. Um, it's an example. Different commanders. Let's do a preview of that. So say this is like one of the commanders you're using on your battle on your. Well, I don't know what ship this would do for. Probably a destroyer. I don't know. Honestly, not important. But this allows you to put this person in to your video or into your content to whatever degree you want to do. So if you're going and showing like different commanders that you use, let's get some more here with the new pirates that's coming out this week. So you want to make a new video about this stuff. Now you got the full rich detailed PNG file. You can slap this onto a video for like a thumbnail and put your social media tags all over around it and be like, hey, this is what's coming out for the new content. Boom, you got that. And it looks like you're a professional because you're using some stuff straight from the source that was just clipped perfectly. It's got all the straight from the development kit, just raw material. So that's kind of something unique. And what's great about these PNG files is like this is the transparency around. You can see around this woman's head and everything, all the hair and everything is already cut out for you. So this transparency layer being saved means that I can click and drag this over to something. Um, Let me see if I can do an example of this. Shoot. I wasn't really prepared to do anything in depth, but now that it's up, I just kind of wanted to see if there's anything else I can point out that would be helpful. Content strategy. Okay, go down. Bear with me one moment. Friday Forza. I gotta wait and see. We potentially got a COVID outbreak in our family here. That's going to possibly change plans for the weekend. Um, I'll know more about it tomorrow, maybe going into Thursday. If I can't do Forza on Friday, then I'll do Forza Thursday. And maybe next week I'll do actually on Friday. I'd like to get that in there again because I had a good time racing. Um, that was a blast. I just going went back and looked at the videos now. That was a good time. So more to follow on that, Nemu. I'll post it in the Discord or just send you a message, one of the two, and let you know if it's going to be Thursday or Friday. Um, yeah, just work around it. God forbid this COVID round two is about to break out. We're gonna have a whole big situation on our hands. Um, so what I was looking at, damn, my eyes hurt. I'm all disoriented from this medication, man. It's making me feel all out of sorts. All right, boom, back in there. Uh, this transparency layer is going to let you do high quality photo editing and stuff like that. So that's what I was getting to. I might pull up Photoshop where you can see what I'm talking about. And then, we don't have to try to pretend that this is easy for you guys to put in your minds and imagine. We can just make it happen for you. Photoshop, pull that sucker up. Probably got some crazy ass shit on here because my kid be messing with this Photoshop. I gotta show you something my kid did. Well, I'm bullshitting real quick. He likes The Rock, and he photoshopped himself onto The Rock. I gotta find this shit. Oh man, the new file. Let me just start a new file, and then while I'm pulling this up, open recent. Uh, there it is. So this is what he did with this shit. He's like 11 years old, and he photoshopped his face into it and warped it all into it. It's freaking scary, but it's hilarious that he was trying to do this shit. Oh, my kid, man, he's gonna be some serious trouble when he gets all these tools of the trade down. Oh, I was dying laughing when I seen that shit. Okay, now back to the serious business at hand. Oh shit. Okay, new default size. Let's put that other shit away. Now, blank canvas. This is what we're going to be working with here in a second, just for an example. So let me put that out of the way while we continue shopping for some resources. So one good thing to check in here is you want to go to this warship legend. You want to go to the art, I think. We got wallpapers. Is that a separate folder? Yeah. So all these updates come with wallpapers. They got everything they put out. So here we go with the Black Friday, just as an example. Look at that. High quality, you know. Boom. We got Black Friday, World of Warship Legends. Like you could scour the internet looking for a nice canvas like this to work with and do some things with. Or you can look right here in this media kit. So we go back. Oh shit, not like that. Go back. Here's the new wallpaper for this Pirates update. Boom. Crispy. It's a nice looking piece of material. But let's say you wanted to do something with this and you didn't want to have all these words all over it and the design is pretty much picked for you how it's going to be. So you could come back in here. You could go to this April update, maybe, for example. Uh, that's a Flandre, that's a panorama campaign. Let's preview that real quick. Look at that. That's dramatic. That's pretty badass photo right there. So what I'm gonna do is download this panoramic wallpaper. I'm gonna just go to download and scan that all up. Should probably figure out how I'm gonna do this without giving away all my shit on here. There we go. I don't want you hackers out there just cracking in the mainframe and coming into my computer and fucking my shit up just because I'm trying to show y'all a helpful video. Uh, Panorama Campaign Media Kit. Let me go ahead and save this where it needs to be. Cut that. I didn't plan on really making a tutorial on this on the spot, but since I started fucking with it, I'm just going to keep going. Um, Let me get into my. I have a folder that I use for thumbnails. I haven't really put that into practice yet with my own videos and stuff, but I just figured for the sake of organization, whatever games you play, take screenshots from time to time while you're playing, make a folder on your computer, and split them all up by game categories where you label what category the thumbnails are, you know, whatever else you're going to use it for. And then when you go back and make some content later on, you have some hand-picked assets that you can just pull right up that you basically made for yourself. You didn't have to beg, borrow, steal, none of that. So I'm saving this under a World of Warships thumbnail collection that I started making, where I'm going to go through and edit some of these some point. So I'm saving that there. Paste. When I go back to Photoshop, now I'm going to drag that into it. This wouldn't be technically how you went about this. And this is obviously way too small for what we're doing. So let me go ahead and make this canvas a little bit bigger. Damn. Image canvas size. There we go. Let's make a new size. Let's go with dimensions. Do 16 by 9. Move this around where you can see what I'm looking at. Hopefully y'all can see that right there. Just gonna fill this out. 16 by 9. And this is a nice high resolution image that you can use where even blowing it up, it doesn't look all chopped up and, you know, doesn't look like shit when you stretch it out. So that's just a, see how what I did? There's wargaming.net and Warship Legends is at the bottom. But maybe if you're trying to make some content, maybe you don't want to show all that. And I don't know what copyrights and all that shit is, but what I do know is look how clean that looks when you pull it in there and you cut the words off the bottom. And now you got a nice clean image that you can move it around as you see fit. So say we wanted this to be more centralized, you know, where we're cutting out the crew members and everything over there. We can drag that over there and our canvas is going to basically choose for us like where the focus point of our image is going to be. So we're going to make that a just going to set that like that. So now if I was to go back and grab an asset off of there from this media kit, pull that back up. Got this media kit open. I'm gonna go out of the wallpapers over to some of their art, some of the other stuff they got, some of their icons. We got logo type. Look at all these logos that they have. You can't really see these right now because the white background, but if I grab one of these, you'll be able to tell exactly what I'm talking about. Um, Let me just download that as well. Bring that icon in. So bringing in that icon, being as it's a PMG, look at that. I can put that anywhere. I can resize this to any size that I want to. I can stretch it out and warp it all up, make some crazy looking angles off it. Something like this, where it almost looks like it's like bursting through the page, like just doing something unique with it. Putting that like up in the corner. So here I am about to make a YouTube video or something, right? Now I got this custom looking logo up in the corner, and I can put my own logos, like my own name or my YouTube channel or my Twitch name or whatever else on the bottom where it looks like this was like a custom piece that was done up. So just to also show you something else with those PNGs, let me go back and grab something else. So here's like arena, and we got the ranked and different stuff, all those icons. That's just an example. I know some of these have words. Again, you can't really see. That says World of Warships Legends. With the transparency layer behind, that white logo is going to show up on anything nice and bright. I'm not going to waste time downloading that because I don't need that. But let's go into some other shit and they got in here. We got coloring. Oh, there's coloring pages. If you got some kids, you want to color some pages, you could do that. Icons. Here we go. This is important right here. Let's check out the ribbons. A lot of people who play the game will know what these are. These are the ribbons you see at the top of the screen where you got your um, wow, I can barely see that. I'm no longer an affiliate, so I can stream again. Oh man, I've been missing this chat. Sorry, dude. What's going on, Krim? Um, you can stream again, and you said I can barely see that. Sorry, it's so small. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing here. I'm just trying to show y'all these icons. This is a media kit. I wish more game developers did this. Not very many do, but some, if you search hard enough in a Discord or maybe if you ask politely, they'll give you access to these community creator files like these where you can make some really nice content for yourself, for your streams, or whatever you're trying to do. Oh, yeah, the white transparency. Yeah, sorry. That was just me trying to show them, where to go to get that stuff. A lot of it was white, and without the black or gray transparency, since this is like Google Share Drive, you don't get the custom views that you would normally get if you were looking at this offline. So this is the typical ribbon right here for syncing a ship. So if I was to download this, now I'm downloading a World of Warships kill ribbon. Oh wow, that's super small. Let me drag that in. PNG file, plop it on there. So boom, now I got the kill ribbon at the bottom. And let's say I had like some crazy ass battle. Let's move that a little bit. Or if we see where it's hard doing this on a couple screens where it's oh, Nemu's going. Hey, I'll let you know about Forza and Krim now that you're here too. Forza potentially on Friday or Thursday, depending on who in my family has COVID and if I'm going to be on sick duty taking care of them this weekend. I'll find out. So, say you had a massively successful match and you want to boast about some shit and you got this new YouTube video to boast, oh, look at my kills or blah, blah, blah. you can do something like this, like times 8 kills, times 8 kill match, hyping this shit up, whatever you want to do. This is pretty ugly font. Let's go ahead and change that to 30 point. And we're going to change this to a more easily readable font. If you're going to have anything as a slide or a thumbnail, you don't want fonts that have overly aggressive curves or small, skinny portions of that font that would be difficult to read from a distance. So here we got this 8 kill match, like we just proud of some shit that we did. And I need to get this ribbon. Something like that. It's not going to be perfect because this is just a demonstration. But there you go. You're going to be like, oh yeah, look, click here to watch my 8 kill match. But one other thing I wanted to show you. Yeah. We're fighting COVID over here. On the East Coast, they're just calling it some new thing. I haven't gotten it, but I don't know if my wife has COVID now. I'm not really sure. I didn't really do anything for Thanksgiving, so I dodged some bullets. I was lucky. Um, yeah, just hung out at the house by myself, so didn't really get exposed to anything. So coming back over, we got this Commanders, World of Warship Legend Commanders. So let's say it was Conrad Helfrich. I'll just download this. Very small files too. PNGs are super small, which is also nice for people with hard drive limitations or space constraints. So here's the PNG coming in nice and clean. All the transparency, the layers, everything has been done for you. So now I have the commander that I used for that specific battle. Like, boom. Now I can put him on there. And this is starting to look more and more like a professional production. So it's nice too, because, with everything here being movable, all this stuff can be like behind, still showing that clean transparency. We're gonna put this like behind over the shoulder or something like that. And now this slide is adding some credibility to what you got, because you are showcasing things that looks like either part of the development team now or whatever. This is completely custom work. Um, oh shit, your wife hollering at you. Better watch out, Krim. You're gonna get your ass in trouble over there. So this kind of more along the lines what I wanted to show you. Again, this is nothing set in stone. This ain't like a to the T what you would end up wanting to do. But so say something else I'm doing is making a slide, and I change my mind about something, or I want it to be flexible where every week this is getting updated with some new stuff. One other thing I can do, um, my monitor here is flickering. It's giving me some issues. What the hell's going on? One other thing you can do is go in this and um, hide the areas that you're not concerned with anymore. So you can say, hey, I don't want him in this one because I didn't use that captain. Oh, look, I just clicked that, go invisible. And I want to get rid of the logo now. Boom, did that. Now it's invisible. So I can resave this or export this as another JPEG, and then maybe the next week I want to throw in a different captain than I used. I didn't have to delete the old stuff. All I had to do was turn it off and on. I can resave it. I can change the background to a couple different ones. I can do whatever it is I want to do. Each of these PNGs is an individual layer, or however you want to save it, including your text layer, which you can edit that week to week, like, oh, this week I had 12 kills in a match. Now I want to show you that video. Whatever the case may be. So the development kit, super amazing. Um, wish more developers, like I said, would do that for the content creators out there to just make their lives easier and help showcase the games. So if you get a chance to look in here, please do that. We got medals. So all these different medals, you could build like a shadow box of all your achievements in the game. Like, this is how many first strikes I got. This is how many double strikes I got. I don't know what it is, bragging rights, Twitter posts, whatever you want to do. We got all the juice right here. Um, let's go ahead and grab this high caliber medal. It's going to download that. Bring that over. Boom. Oh shit, where are we going? High caliber. Did we get stuck behind? We sure did. Boom. So this is the medal, and the great thing about this is no matter what size I make this, it stays relatively clean. And if I want to bring this over, say I want to put this behind my captain over here, I can take this logo off, bring this over, make this a little bigger or something, whatever I want to do. And then now I can drop this behind. Boom, look at that. So now we got this like metal behind, and using this to kind of tell the story, whatever our video might be about. People who play the game would recognize these symbols right away. And you can do a lot of crazy different things with this. Like, it's just so nice to have these tools, and this is hours and hours of work that you're saving on going out there and trying to crop some things and get fancy with the anybody that's playing with Photoshop. Sometimes if you got to do any selection tools, it can be a pain in the ass. So how great is it that these are available to you to use for the most part without much hassle involved. So this is, boom, my new YouTube video, 8 kill match, check me out, blah blah blah. Put your logo at the top. Done. And it's just all, as far as I know, it's free. I mean, I seen the developers, they post this on the Discord for World of Warship Legends. So if you're playing the game and you are involved with the Discord, you can actually find the link to this in there, and it's already been posted in the chat. So if you're watching this on the VODs or anything, you can get the link from that. Just real quick, one more cool segment to look at: the World of Warships. Some posters in here. Art. Nope. It was I think it was something else. Having trouble finding. Was it in the art? Wallpapers. Yeah, so you go through these updates like March. I mean, some of these are pretty amazing pieces of art. And whether or not you want the logos at the bottom, sometimes when I'm streaming, I got those at the bottom. Like, maybe people will think like I actually know what I'm doing when I'm playing. But that's completely your preference. You can 16:9 aspect ratio all that right out of there. So if you just want the carriers on there, if you just want the main content that you're focused on to be, and you don't want these logos, you can crop those out, make a whatever it is for your YouTube video, whatever you're trying to do. You need a YouTube background, we can do shit like this, cut this out and slap some your personal brand on there, and maybe a little small summary of what it is your content was about, and no one would ever really know where you got these high-res clean images to work with. There's another one here, pretty solid. Some amazing art. I mean, just for the sake of it, you could put these on some sort of display and have like little small cutouts like this in a room somewhere where you're doing content or creating things, and now you got this little gallery of pretty cool art you can put up behind you or whatever you want to do. It's a lot of stuff that you can play with that. So yeah, I mean, this is all just people helping each other out, trying to learn different things that can help us grow with content. I know I'm going to be digging into Photoshop a lot more. I'm really rusty on where everything's at. Trying to. Oh, Krim, he's back. He has returned. I don't have none of those medals. An SVG file? I actually don't know. I'm pretty sure. I don't know actually. I thought they were all PNGs, but oh yeah, this is a JPEG. So these bigger wallpapers are all the JPEG files, and the rest of these were PNGs. Really great for just space saving wise. You're not downloading like 8 9 megabyte pictures at a time where you're just clogging up a folder full of things. Like these are pretty lightweight. You can move them around. Vectors, yeah. So they were nice for that. Where these I've been able to blow them up 2 and 3 times their original size, and they're maintaining that nice clean look to it where you're not losing quality. um, Maybe to some degree, but very minuscule loss in quality, not like a JPEG that you stretched out to wallpaper size and the shit is looking horrible because it's not made to be doing all that. Man, something is going on with this brand new monitor I have set up back here. This flickering going ape shit. Reach there. Some wires got pinched or something, because if I got to take this whole thing down, I'm going to be pissed. Yeah. So hopefully that was helpful to anybody. Um, I didn't really plan on doing like a big stream or anything, but I'm glad I did take a second because I know anybody who's interested in creation, or you're trying to grow a channel or trying to do anything, sometimes the hardest part is not even the video. It's how do you show the video? How do you get people to click on it? How do you get traffic? And having some sort of high-end polish to your product there is going to drive a lot more traffic by whatever it is you're trying to do. And it's really simple when you have these tools at your disposal. Just for this ease of use, you can make whatever happen you want to happen, call it a day. And like I said, keeping these files flexible means that every week that you're creating or doing things, you can be using the same template and just adding things in and subtracting them when you're not needing them, moving them around however you need to. So the sky's the limit. If I want this in the foreground, the background, maybe I don't want this at all. It's that simple. I mean, you can't beat that. So that's enough of that for now. Make sure you check out these guys on YouTube who can really show you some razzle dazzle stuff with Photoshop, and they can show you all the shortcuts where you don't have to be clicking around looking at menus like I do. Well, that's that. Close that. I'm not going to save that. But if any of you guys are really struggling and you guys need a like a logo built up, or a like little small YouTube header or something where you're trying to make your channel pop a little bit, you need some assistance, I can put some amateur hour on there and get you a little something wrapped up. It's just trying to help out other people. Yeah, hopefully y'all are doing all right. Um, I had plans to do some more gaming, but I'm pretty tired. It's been like a crazy ass last couple of days of us being up till 7 8 in the morning, and yeah, thinking I'm just going to relax a little bit. I was playing some farm sim. Finally got my farm unstuck. But yeah, man, I was struggling with like just trying to get my farm off the ground. I had the wrong contracts set up. I was bagging grass to go take somewhere and fucking up where I was dropping it off. Tired, yeah. 3 appointments today. You got to go to the VA. I got to go to the VA this week too. One of my final appointments is on Friday, and they may be close to getting me a rating. Excuse me. They may be close to getting me a rating back. Dang, I forgot to tell Nemu that I whooped his ass on his lap time. Hopefully you getting through some stuff, Krim. I don't know how much more you're trying to do if you got like a VA thing where you're trying to get some determination of benefits or some changes made to that. Man, what happened to my camera back here? Just bop the shit out of it. Fix that. I just redid the entire computer area again the last couple of days. So this is all new setup in here. Got a little small TV where I can play some games on it, and I'm not taking up a space with the monitors like I was, where I was keeping on having to swip everything around. That was horrible. Solar panels on your house? Oh wow, you going big. You're about to get some government tax credits. About to make some serious upgrades on your property. I figure you probably get a good amount of sun like we do here, but depending on what the tree cover looks like over there, or depending on how much storms you get a year, I don't really know that much about Louisiana, other than they got some good ass food over there. That's for sure. Tired of a 3 to 500 electric bill every month. God dang. 3 to 5 electric bill. Man, that's horrible. That is absolutely horrible. Let me switch this over to. Let's go to the Xbox setup.